Hello, my name is Stephanie, and my partner Lidiana and I will be talking about the brainstem today. We hope you enjoy this informational chat. The brainstem is located at the base of the brain. It is made up of three areas: the midbrain, the pons, and the medulla. The brainstem plays an important role in nerve innervation. All 12 cranial nerves pass through the brainstem onto the brain for further processing. The midbrain fuses vision and hearing and houses cranial nerves 1 through 4. Hence, the midbrain is involved in the audio and visual pathways. Nerves innervate from cranial nerve 8 for hearing and cranial nerve 2 for vision and move upwards towards the brain, either to A1 or B1 to form perceived sounds or recognizable symbolic words or pictures. The pons act as a motivation center. They regulate thirst, sexual activity, and sleep. Cranial nerves 5 through 8 are housed within the pons. And finally, the medulla. The medulla regulates life-sustaining functions such as respiration, heart rate, and blood pressure. Cranial nerves 9 through 8 are housed here, which are of the most importance to us because these nerves are the most essential to communication and swallowing. And here is Lidiana with damages to the brainstem.
Damage to the brainstem. Examples of damage: ischemic stroke is one of the most common strokes that occurs in the brainstem. Strokes can disrupt nerve fibers that run through the brainstem, which can affect information that's being sent from the head to the spinal cord, losing important sensory feedback. One of the most severe brainstem strokes is known as lock-in syndrome, where survivors can only move their eyes. Another example of damage in the brainstem can occur after traumatic brain injury due to an accident. Even small injuries can cause big impact. The brainstem is not a big structure, but it is full of fibers that carry multiple information to and from the brain. Effects due to damage of the brainstem: one may experience a decrease in vital capacity in breathing, which is important for speech. They may experience impaired hearing. They may also have difficulty with swallowing food and water. Dysphagia is common in brainstem damage. Ataxia is also common in brainstem damage, where a person may have difficulty with balance and movement. They may also experience vertigo, causing dizziness and nausea. Brainstem injury can also cause sleeping difficulties such as insomnia and sleep apnea. Damage in the midbrain. The effects of damage in the midbrain due to a stroke or injury can affect a person's vision, which can cause the eye to move uncontrollably. It can also cause eyelid droopiness. The effects on the vision can also affect a person's ability to focus on attention. Damages in the pons. Damage can cause eye and facial muscle weakness. Injury or strokes in one side of the pons can cause weakness to the opposite side of the body. Damage in the medulla. Damage effects in the medulla can affect cranial nerve 12, which function is tongue movement. If stroke affects cranial nerve 12, it may cause the tongue to drop out of the mouth to the side of the stroke. It can cause ataxia on the same side of the body of the injury. It can cause inability to swallow. It can cause a hoarse voice. Individuals may also experience vertigo. One may also experience loss of sensation of the face, pain, and temperature. Rehabilitation. Since cognition and higher perceptions are not affected in the brainstem, there is a possibility of rehabilitation after stroke or brain injury.
Thank you, Lidiana. And now moving on to deficits in the brainstem. Let's remember that the brainstem houses the cranial nerves. These cranial nerves stimulate muscle movement, so a person might have different deficits depending on the area affected. Damage to any cranial nerve can cause paralysis and result in flaccid dysarthria. Flaccid dysarthria is the most common dysarthria and is characterized by a weak lip and a droopy face. Thus, this can affect the control of facial and body muscle movements. And here's Lidiana once again.
Deficits in damaged brainstem. Cranial nerve 9 to 12 are the most important in communication and swallowing. If a person has a deficit, it could impact their ability to eat properly, being able to move their tongue properly, to make a bolus, and assist with swallowing. The tongue and lips are also a big impact in speech production. Deficits with these cranial nerves can affect the ability to produce certain sounds.
Thanks for watching.